I'm pretty sure my mic was muted. Apologies, people. So, yeah, we're here at Jeddah for Tier 3, Race 13. If anyone knows the top 3, top 5 qualifying positions, let me know. And ready up time is 8:32. So, drivers got 2 minutes. Get their setups on. Yeah, always unmute you, Mike. I've got about 5 different mute buttons. That's the problem. So hopefully, I think you're going to hear game audio and me. I'm going to turn me down a little bit, actually. No top 3. Who's in chat? Who's top 3? Piggy Fox, Wacky. I still know Wacky as PRV. Can't get that on my head. Interesting. See, I've unfortunately, because I'm late, I can't get standings up quick enough. I'll miss the race start. But if we've got Piggy Fox and Wacky, Piggy's P4 in the standings at the moment. Mr. Fox is a bit further down. And Widget is 11th. See, I'm looking for a Wacky Racer and he's down as PRV Widget. Okay, we got a race start. 4 or 5 red lights. And away we go. So I get some details up. Turn 1, quite a few drivers in the back there, going side by side. And unfortunately we got a spin, looks like Toburito being spun round. A few drivers losing positions there as we don't quite bail out in time. So turn 1 is pretty horrendous, Jeddah. See if all the drivers can settle down. Just get into a bit of a rhythm. It's a bit of a DRS track, I believe. And Shazam possibly making a mistake there. The end of Sector 1 is pretty unforgiving if you get on the wrong curb. Now we've got an Alpine going off track, going wide. Leaving the door open for quite a few drivers to get in front. And possibly got a disconnected car at the back. Got towards the front of the field. Picking a Fox, getting away nicely in front of everyone else. The 2 Aston Martins, P3 and P4. The team can maybe pick up some pointers from there. Then we've got 50 Gent bringing up the rear of that first pack. Quite a big gap there between, sorry, Corey bringing up the rear of that first pack. Between the 2 Ferraris, quite a big gap. Like 3.7 seconds, pretty significant in 1 lap. Well, let's see how they all do down this main straight. First time people have been given opportunities into turn 1. See if anyone takes it. That Ferrari going pretty deep there, Corey. Trying to make a move, but just not quite making it stick. I'll go a bit further back to this second pack. Mr. Piggy with a 3-second time penalty on lap 2. It isn't ideal. And you saw behind Mark there, probably Toburito Going a bit wide. People need to be careful in sector 1, picking up unnecessary track limit warnings and penalties. It looks like Mr. Piggy possibly backed off a little bit after that penalty. Just give him Fox the room to stretch his legs. And now we'll go on board with Rotty. Just can't make a move there. And I don't know about chat, but my game seems really loud and I've got some weird glitch. I'm not going to go on board this this stream. That's horrendous. So the second pack all bunching up too wide. A few of them got there through the last turn. I don't know what turn. 14. Let's see if we can make a move into turn 1. Not quite, everyone just behaving. That did not help. Uh-oh, go towards the front of the pack, everyone just settling into this DRS train now. Aston Martin of Wacky Racer just dropping off the DRS range of Corey. We'll probably struggle now catching back up without using too much battery. And we'll go back down, it looks like. Badger and Kez are the drivers closest at the moment. And see if Badger can make a move. Not quite, just decides to back out there. And going off track as well. Just decided to take that late braking point and didn't work out. But he comes back into the final turn. Again, backs out a little bit, possibly playing DRS games. Side by side now down the main straight. Surely he's got the move done here. He's got DRS. Kez hasn't got the wing open, although it looks like he's fighting back. Can he make a move into turn 1? No, Kez decides that's the move done. Although he fights from around the outside here. There's a possibility for a comeback move, but he just shows him in his mirrors, lets him know he's still there. Good fighting there from some of the tier 2 guys. Kez possibly going off track there. And I can't cope with that audio. Head back up to the front runners now. Iron Shin and Mr. Fox and Mr. Piggy. Mr. Piggy, apologies, I didn't catch when he overtook for the lead of the race, but it does look like the front 3 drivers have just settled in, all back within DRS range of each other. 50 Gent still just outside that. He's going to be looking to capitalise on any fighting that these guys do out front. If Mr. Fox going for a move, easily done with the aid of DRS. Can Iron Shin do anything? Nope. So if these guys are sensible, they're going to start using the DRS and ERS sensibly. Try and keep 50 and all the other guys behind out of DRS, so they're just fighting for podiums on their own. So everyone else at the moment just kind of selling in. Quite a quiet race around Jeddah in the kind of middle of the tyre phases. Just see what anyone can do. Have a look at the I'll look at the tyre strategies. Sorry, checking chat there. People pull me off with pigeons and penguins and mice. So we've got everyone at the moment on medium tyres, except Kez and Angry Badger at the back of the field. And at the moment we're watching Sajam making some moves on the Ferrari maybe. See if we can go side by side. It's a nice opportunity here down the back straight before that final corner. Gets the move done. It does give Rotti a good chance with DRS, although Rotti loses the back end. He might be under threat from Kez now. If Kez has got DRS, was Rotti's exit bad enough that he's under threat? Not quite, he just holds the position. We go back up to the front. It does look like these front runners are playing it sensible at the moment. Mr. Fox, Mr. Piggy just swapping positions, trying to keep their battery level up, their tyre wear even. Let's see what they can do. Are you guys in chat taking song requests at all? See if you can sling some Arctic Monkeys lyrics in there. Bit of an old school childhood band of mine. So Corey going up the inside of 50. Just in that final corner. But again, it gives 50 the DRS a chance to go straight back past Corey. And Sector 1 will give him a chance to cool down, charge his battery up again. Much like real life, I think people will have to get used to when they can let people past and when they've got to fight. And probably the Sector 3, that final DRS zone, isn't the place to let people go. Iron Shin, now suddenly Mr. Fox has dropped back a bit. Iron Shin putting a bit of pressure on. So I'm wondering if Mr. Fox just made a bit of a mistake there. But he is pushing, trying to get back into that second of Mr. Piggy, and I think he has done, looking at the timing screens. And yep, DRS is open. That'll be much appreciated from him. Saves him using all his battery defending against Iron Shin here. It's going to be a bit of a fight now though, to turn 1. I'm just going to flick back a little bit because 50 Gent seems to be getting closer to Corey again. And again, pretty cut and paste pass there. That onboard audio sounds awful. So while these guys are racing away, let's have a quick look what the current position would do standings wise. Mr. Piggy, like I said earlier, he's currently P4 leading the race. Iron Shin is currently championship leader. It's done him a bit of a favour, these other two guys fighting a bit, maybe a couple of mistakes. If he can work his way past Mr. Fox, start fighting for the win, will further strengthen his position as championship leader. 34 points ahead at the moment, so reasonably significant. And again, this Corey in a 50, just swapping places. I wonder if Corey's got wise and he's just left it till the next straight. Can he make a move into turn 1? He can't. There's a significant gap though now between P5 and P6. Wacky only just halfway down the straight. Corey 50 gent, everyone else is already well into sector 1. So a bit of a race of kind of 2 packs now. 2 parts. Now we'll go back on board with these championship leaders. Oh, well, the championship leader, Iron Shin. Let's see if he can make an impact on Mr. Fox and get any moves done. He needs to be pushing. Ideally he wants to be P2 when it comes to all the kind of pit strategy kind of times. These guys are on 8-lap old mediums. I'm guessing everyone's going to be one-stopping. So what, they're going to go lap 10 to lap 13 pit stop kind of window. Iron Shin within 3/10, but is he close enough? Mr. Fox will have DRS. Iron Shin just losing out a little bit in that final corner. Not quite close enough. And in the background on this penultimate straight, we've got Mr. Potwash and Angry Badger swapping places. Potwash coming out in front, Badger's very close behind. And gets the move done with the aid of DRS. And Wacky Racer looks like he's the first to pit from mediums onto hards after 9 laps. Is that a little bit too early? 16 laps on hards. It sounds doable. His tyre's going to be dead at the end though. Rotty, 3-second time penalty. Let's flick off tyres, go on to penalties. Piggy, 6 seconds at the moment. That's far from ideal. I'm sure he's not very happy about that. Which at the moment, if things stay as they are, promotes Mr. Fox and Iron Shin up to P1 and P2. All the drivers, Corey, Tobrito, Rotty, 3 seconds. Reasonably standard for Jeddah. And that we already know Widget is the only driver that's come in so far. Is he going to force anyone else's hand? Mr. Fox does kind of respond. I wonder if he's just watched on his track map or it's just a bit of an early stop from the medium runners. They'll certainly get a decent undercut on Piggy and hopefully pull away from Iron Shin. And we've also got Tobrito in the pits. Interesting, Mr. Potwash. He's just on his way in, going for the hard tyres. Apologies, I thought he was on his way out the pits then. Mr. Fox has come out, almost pushing Mark down the track. Probably trying desperately to limit this undercut. Goes around the outside. Very nice move, making that stick. So Mr. Fox straight away using those hard tyres to good effect. I'm surprised because they normally take half a lap to a lap to warm up, but getting the use out of them straight away. And Mr. Big and Iron Shin swapping places they're both coming in. They both feel like they've got to respond to Mr. Fox coming in there. And Corey coming in as well, 50 gent coming in. Mr. Fox coming down the last corner. can see a nice clear pit straight. See how big this undercut actually is now. So you can see the drivers coming out there. Mr. Fox up in front, he's got a pretty significant undercut there. A couple of seconds at least. And these guys, of course, have got to warm their tyres up, which will give Mr. Fox an even bigger advantage. See if he can pull an extra half second or so. Because he needs all the advantage he can get now with the extra tyre wear towards the end of the race. Move back towards 50 jump. Try and get away from that horrible camera view. Can only apologise for the sound. But it does look like 50 Gent's trying to make some moves. And he makes a move around the outside before this kind of fast sector 2 section. Did he go off track there? Maybe a track limit coming into play. And Rotti into the pits and retired, it looks like. Unfortunate for Rotti. Just move down a little bit. Field's getting a bit more spread out now. It looked a bit clear cut into 2 packs earlier on. Everyone kind of making their own gaps, making their own moves. Mr. Fox there proving the hard tyres are the tyres to be on now with the new fastest lap. And Angry Badger just closing up to the back of Kaz. You can see Shazam pulling into the pits in front of them. Can Badger make a move into turn 1? Yeah, with the help of the rear wing. Gets that move done nice and clean. Kaz fights around the outside. Very nice driving from Kaz. I didn't think that was going to stick, but lovely driving. Side by side, this isn't a great corner to go side by side. They both make it clean. Badger decides to concede the position. I think that was the correct choice. Nice driving through sector 1 from both of them though. It does look like Iron Shin's slowly making an impact on the undercut that Mr. Fox had. He came out of the pits, was about 1.5 seconds ahead. Lost maybe 2.5 tenths there. Oh, it might be a slow fight over the next 12 laps for Iron Shin to claw him back in, although he's making loads of time up, as I've just watched. And he gets the fastest lap just to show Fox he's right there behind him. And it does look like in the back there's plenty of people. We've got, who's this? Badger, Kaz, Tobrito, PRV. Two lots, 2 side by side, all going on into turn 1. Widget makes a move on Kaz, makes it stick. Nicely done. And we go through to turn 4. Everyone behaves themselves. A single file around here, as is normal. See if anyone can bunch up again. One on board with Kez there. Oh, that's risky going that fast off track. And then PRV just looking around the outside there of the Williams. Can't quite make it. Williams brakes a bit later. And still pushing these guys along in front. Not giving Tobrito any room to breathe. Which in turn he's pushing up towards Angry Badger. Badger's going to feel the pressure now. Tobrito going for the move almost before they open the DRS flap. Gets in front of the Red Bull. Through the fast left right. See if any of the other guys can follow through now. Wacky Racer Kaz has dropped off a little bit now. Just after those couple of mistakes on the curbs. great wheel to wheel racing from these guys. We see in the background the Red Bull comes in there out of Angry Badger. Another check of the tyre strategy of everyone. So we've got Kez at the moment has not pitted, and Angry Badger is the second to last person to pit onto mediums. Mediums 10 laps. That's doable. Everyone else was doing 9, but again the one-stop alternate strategy. See if he can do anything with those tyres to the end. He has got an absolute mountain to climb though. And Matt Bapp making a nice move around the outside. Kez on those old tyres now is going to be struggling. It's definitely time for Kez to come in, put some fresh tyres on, see what he can do. And again, Mr. Potwash getting past Kez. Uh, 50 and Corey continuing this battle, just not close enough to make any moves. See if they can work together and close down that 7-second gap to third place. As wouldn't count the podium position out just yet. Depends how well they work together. And I'm missing fights into turn 1, apologies, of Toburito Wacky Racer and Mark and Potwash. Stay on board, Wacky Racer just dropped back a little bit more. And go on with Mark and Potwash. Alpine just putting his nose in a few different places. Seeing if you can force the Williams offline, get any moves going. And I've just spotted Kaz a 3-second penalty, but he has come in. The final guy pitting from hard to mediums. This should be everyone for the remainder of the race now. Everyone on the one stop. A couple of people jumped a little bit early. Mr. Fox out front got a decent lead, but he has a lap older tyres than most others. Widget in the midfield. And we'll cut that short because is Mr. Wash going to make a move? He doesn't brake late, he just backs out of it. I thought he was going to go for it. So, a pretty risky area, but now he gets the run and got plenty of overspeed. Gets a move done before this final corner. Does it give the Williams the chance to open the wing on this main straight and get the position back? His battery light's flashing. That's going to give the Williams a bit of encouragement, surely. And Mark does put his car into an attacking kind of position, but doesn't quite make the move stick. Very generous, giving as much room as he did. A bit like my driving sometimes. And Iron Shin, out of nowhere, has pulled probably 3/4 of a second. Got up to Mr. Fox. Must have dropped into that DRS window. It's going to be putting him under pressure. I don't think Mr. Fox can hold this off for 7 laps. See how well he can do though. Right, 50 gen just within DRS, but not a lot happening. Again, Wacky Racer just in the background, DRS open, probably not close enough for a move. Everyone just settled into the race as it goes. alternate strategy guys both at the back, so probably wasn't worth it at the moment for this race. And we're on board with Iron Shin now. He's within 2/10, almost pushing Mr. Fox along. He definitely wants to make the move. Or does he? Was that a bit of tactical, I'm going to wait till we go over the DRS line? Looks like it was. Smart play if it was. And not quite, Mr. Fox has got the DRS. Let's see who comes out on top in turn 1. So 2 of the kind of championship contenders going at it. And Iron Shin does come out on top. Half a second ahead. 6 laps to go. See if they can carry on fighting pretty nicely, pull away from everyone else. The only really real guy they've got to worry about is Piggy, who's quite far back though. 4 seconds, and he's got plenty of seconds penalties. So I think Iron Shin, Mr. Fox are quite comfortably in their own little fight at the front. Apologies for the pause. See what I've missed. Pretty much same old, looks like. Iron Shin, Mr. Fox. Way out in front, swapping places. 50 Gent. Looks to be closing up a little bit to Corey. See if he can make a move. It goes down the inside, turn 1. Lovely wheel-to-wheel racing, bit of paint scraping, but nothing too serious. Are they going to go with wheel-to-wheel? No, they decide to play it sensibly. Corey backs out. Nicely done from both of the drivers there. And we'll go a bit further back. Have a look at Shazam. Within 3/10 now of Mark. Just showing him on the inside, saying I'm here. Gets the move done quite comfortably there. And pulls into P9. Corey not giving 50 any kind of room to breathe. But Corey has got 3 seconds, so 50 can kind of relax a little bit. All he has to do is stay on the kind of tail of Corey, and he's got that position. Piggy at the moment, 6-second penalties. That does mean if 50 wants to push, if he gains a few seconds, he might be on for a podium at the moment. Everyone else, 3-second penalties. Kaz at the back with 9. Have a quick look at position changes. Iron Shin up 3 positions with 3 laps to go. And positions changing as we watch on screen. Again, this Corey and 50 battle flip-flopping going on. Mr. Fox has remained P2. Piggy down 2 places. 50 stayed where he is. Corey's up 2. Burrito up 2 after just making the move. So good drive from Iron Shin at the moment. It's looking good for his championship position. And we'll go ahead and have a look at P2. Mr. Fox, DRS wide open. Through this really fast left-right. See if he can keep the momentum up. Open DRS. Does he want to make a move on Iron Shin or just kind of close the gap up a little bit? If he's sensible, he wants to be as close as he can coming out of this final corner. Fast left-hander, and he is. It was a good corner, pretty poor exit though. He lost probably 3/10 there, just with the rear end sliding around a little bit. And again, the Merc Ferrari kind of fight going on. These guys get the most position swapped trophy at the end of the race. And Burrito looks like he's extremely close to PRV. Pulls onto the outside. Is PRV going to brake late? Can't quite make it there in time. Burrito through Interceptor 1 in the lead. Mr. Fox in the front has just dropped out of that DRS range of Iron Shin and then back in. Iron Shin will be watching that gap. If he can get that gap to over a second and push Mr. Fox out of DRS, it'll make his job a lot easier. It's difficult to do when there's 3 DRS zones in track like Jeddah. Kez into the, well, just out of the pit again. Onto the soft tyre. It's Kez going for a fastest lap run on the second to last lap. We'll have to wait and see. Everyone else on hard tyres except Angry Badger, who's 8 lap old, mediums at the back on that alternate strategy. Gonna move down to PRV, see if he can make any moves on Burrito. Not entirely sure what the penalty situation is. So Wacky Racer is going to get this position off Burrito towards the end of the race. Just nice to see some on-track action going on. And the real fight now is going to be Mr. Fox Iron Shin, who's going to be the race winner. Have either of these drivers got any track limits strikes to spare for this last lap, just to try and gain that extra edge? It does look like Iron Shin's holding on. but everything's to play for now in this last lap. They come around the final corner onto the start-finish straight. Both the drivers charging the battery and then deploying as soon as they've got traction. So we'll see if Mr. Fox can make a move onto turn 1. He's too far away, half a second, not half a tenth. And then straight away, both drivers charging the batteries. Iron Shin's going to be aware that he needs all the battery he can get now on these final 2 long DRS straights. It's going to be difficult to keep Mr. Fox behind. I'll move back a little bit. Widget making moves on Toburito again. And then the counter moves made as it's been through the whole race, really. And then we've got another few of the rear runners coming over the line now. See if Potwash can make a move. Any late braking, defend that position. He can't quite do it. Well, onto P1 and P2, Mr. Fox, we see him just open the DRS. Going through the end of Sector 2. Through this fast chicane, this is pretty much the last opportunity. 6 tenths down. Has he saved enough battery? He's closing up, but is he closing up fast enough? It doesn't look like it. Looks like Iron Shin has nailed the strategy on this one. Comes out 7 tenths in front. Going down the start-finish straight, checkered flags out. That's another win by Iron Shin. Mr. Fox coming on P2. Piggy P3. So let's see if we can get penalties up while we watch these. 50 gent around the final corner there. And then just followed by Corey, 3 seconds. Won't make a difference as he's pulled such a gap to the drivers behind. Comes on P5. Toburito on Wacky Racer, having some shenanigans in the final couple of corners. Struggling for traction a little bit there. Car's ghosting, but Toburito's got 12 seconds of penalties, so PRV's got nothing to worry about there. Does mean Shazam is going to take that position. Possibly another few drivers. Shazam, Mark, Potwash, all come in front of Toburito. And then coming down the final straight, Angry Badger, P11. And we'll go on board with the horrible audio for Kaz to finish his lap. Kaz in what sounds like first gear all the way down the straight. Crosses the line, P12. Good racing from all the tier 3 guys there. Nice wheel-to-wheel action. Nothing crazy suicide dive bomber type stuff. And we've got Iron Shin, race winner and fastest lap. The game driver of the day, Shazam. Most overtakes Mark. Surprising, because we had the Mercedes Ferrari flip-flopping. So finishing positions, Iron Shin. P1, Mr. Fox, P2, Piggy, bringing up the podium, P3. Followed by 50, Corey, Wacky, Shazam, Mark, Mr. Potwash, Toburito, Badger, Kez, and Rotti had a DNF, unfortunately. So that was your UFRL Tier 3 Race 13 round Jeddah. Have a good evening.